lift, escape. Little J, hit the face, pick a place, get away. Swish a great, zip a eighth, house party, kid and play. Twist the shake, switch the vape, if not forever, just a day. Whole world in disarray, lower drama, lift, escape. Take flight, wheel straight, make life feel great. Make life feel great, real great, real great. Take flight, kill breaks, make life feel great. Date night, chill, babe. Going right. The Gannon kiss over cannabis, a heroic blazer. Each coated flavor, I'm snapping, homie, this poet's favor. The smoke straight of the maestro of the sight flow. Into the quantum realm when this mini verse get too micro. Let a J hit the face, pick a place, get away. Swish a grape, zip a A.
Krown360, we back again.
Yeah.
If not forever, just.
That's that Joe Mive. You already know what it is.
What's the name of that song?
Godflow Joe. What's good? What's good, AP? What's cracking?
What's the name of that song?
That joint called Little J.
Little J. I don't smoke, but goddamn.
Yeah, it's a vibe.
That was fire.
It's a vibe. I do, and I enjoy that song a lot.
Yeah.
What's going on with you, homie?
Shit, man. Enjoying life. Nigga got a new job this week. You know what I'm
Shout out to you.
The ultimate goal is to not work, but man, after 12 years of doing the same thing, man, I got a new gig, man. So I'm real happy about that. Proud about that.
That's what's up, my nigga. I'm happy for you. You know what I mean?
Appreciate you.
I just had a birthday weekend. You know what I'm saying?
Happy birthday again, my brother.
Shout out to me. You know what I mean? Out here turning Trey Fizzle. Fizzle, KD numbers, swish. Young dig.
Bunch of old young niggas y'all looking.
Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying? You know, niggas, they say black don't crack. You know what I'm saying? I be telling niggas all the time, I ain't getting old, I'm getting better. I don't give a fuck what they talking about. You know what I mean? But I had a good weekend, though, my nigga. I ain't really do too much. I went to the casino, flipped 100, made 100 to 500. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
MGM.
Nah, I don't fucking MGM. I lose money MGM. I be Merlin Line, nigga.
What you play though?
Roulette. I be in the roulette table.
Okay.
But finessing them.
Oh, I gotta tell you a wild roulette story.
What's good? Holla at
it. It's too much to tell. Let's just say I won like literally probably like 16 grand playing roulette down AC.
Oh shit.
And lost it all within an hour.
Nigga.
It's facts.
How did you do that? But you know what?
Fuck my whole gambling career. Fuck it, I gotta tell the story now.
Go ahead, nigga. The fuck?
I can tell the story?
Please do.
All right. We go down AC and shit. I'm gonna try to make this shit real quick.
All right.
Go down AC. It's past midnight. It's like 12:30 and shit. So I go to the bank. I'm like, all right, boom, let me get 300 out. Boom. I get the 300, lose this shit. I ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying? That was like the filler money. Let me feel what's going on, see what I want to do down here. But it was 12:30, so it was the next day. So my motherfucking money, when I tried to go back the next day to get money, it was like, nah, you reached your limit for the day. My limit was 300. So because I got it at 12:30 midnight, it wouldn't let me get no more money. So I'm down there watching motherfuckers gamble. My man let me hold a G. He gave me a G, my coworker and shit. Gave me a G the next day because I couldn't get no money. I lost all that shit. Lost it. G, I'm down 1,300.
That's fucked up.
So I'm down there. You know the motherfuckers you be seeing real fucking distraught at the casino and shit. Looking like they just looking for a handout. I'm looking like that down AC on the first day.
Say it ain't so, Pat.
So I go to the bank machine on some like prayer shit. Put my card in there just trying to see. I swear to God I can't make this shit up. I go put 100 in there. I go down there. I try to get 100. I'm like, fuck the 3. I'm gonna just see if it give me 100. That motherfucker spit $100 out, right? So I'm like, oh shit, this is a sign from God. I got life.
Right.
So I go to the roulette table. 100. Second and 12.
Ooh.
Hit.
That's my shit.
Hit. So you know when you play the outside, it doubles your money.
Yeah.
So I put 100 down. I hit for 2. Now I got 3 sitting there. I leave it there. Hit. Hit. Left that shit there about 5-6 times. Same second and 12. Hit. Never moved the money. So I win like 2-3 grand doing that bullshit. And I let the shit ride like 6-7 times. All the money. So I got this shit. I'm like, okay, I'm back. I got my man G. I got my 300 back and I'm up. I'm feeling myself. So now I'm walking around the casino looking where the numbers hit. So I see this table. None of the like first through 12 numbers hit. In like the last 50 numbers. So I'm like, fuck that shit. Yeah, I know it's going to come.
You already
so I wait till the last minute, nigga. I put $100 on every number. You know, that's 3,500.
That's how you felt.
I felt that.
Yeah.
I put $1,200 out there. 1 through 12. 100 on 1 through 12. Hit. 3. 3,500.
Nigga.
I say, fuck it, I'm gonna do it again. 1,200. Boom, hit again. Boom, motherfuckers looking at me like I'm crazy, nigga. 7 G's right there. Nigga. I'm at like 10. Go to the next table, do it again. 1,200. Boom, hit. I'm like, motherfucker, I'm tipping the dealers $100. You know what I'm saying?
What's wrong with you, dog?
So I walk away. I got a pocket full of motherfucking money. I'm down AC now. I'm young at the time. I'm probably like 24, 25 years old.
That's what's wrong with you. Okay, go ahead.
The mature me would have been like, nigga, I'm going to the bar. I'm going to get fucked up.
Yeah.
I'm going to put this money somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm going to get fucked up. I'm gone.
Yeah.
My dumb ass, I'm down there. I'm calling everybody. I'm calling all my homies and shit. Where y'all at? Where y'all at? Motherfuckers not answering the phone for me and shit. I'm trying to pay the nigga's grand back. He don't answer the phone for me. So I'm like, I got a pocket full of money. I don't drink like that at the time. So I'm like, what the fuck I'm going to do? So I'm like, fuck it. I don't go gamble some more. I go to a table. This was the worst shit of my life, dog. I swear to God, I can't make this shit up. I go to a table. It's a bride and a nigga at the table. They like Italian or something. It's just them two, and the rest of the seats like leaned up against the table. So I take the seat. I try to grab it. The dealer say, no. You can't play right here. This is just for them two. So then I got 16 grand in my pocket. What the fuck you mean I can't play? So I'm like, nigga, what? I got money.
God was trying to help you.
I said, man, I got money. What the fuck you mean I can't play right here? Little dude was like, go ahead, let him play. My dumb ass nigga, I put 1,000 second and 12 miss.
Okay.
I'm putting 100 on all these numbers. Man, I'm missing like shits now.
But you still
so now I'm chasing the money. Cause every roll I'm spending like $1,000, thinking I'm about to come up 50 grand down the casino. Man, shit just going away to the point. They just sitting there looking at me like, nigga, you just
Yeah. You wanted to be here.
They
too.
wanted to say something so bad, but they didn't.
Yeah.
So meanwhile, I lose all my shit, nigga. All I got left is the G that I owe my man, nigga. That's it. Cause I wasn't gonna lose that.
Yeah.
Man, soon as I lose all my money, I walk around the corner. Here come my two homies. What's up?
Of course.
You couldn't answer the phone.
Of course.
Nigga, I'm about to kill myself.
Yeah.
I'm down AC. Worst trip of my life, dog. Gave my coworker his G back, and I told myself, I said, never again, nigga. So now when I win, I take my little winnings and I get the fuck out of there.
Nigga, but you know what? Y'all niggas like you with that type of gusto, that's how you get to 16,000 anyway. Yeah. You can't be safe. You can't be safe and get to 16,000.
Not with roulette either, because the odds.
Not with gambling, period, nigga.
But the odds on roulette is just crazy. 35 to 1?
Yeah.
If I hit $1, you gonna give me $35?
But see, I don't do that shit. I don't play the field like that, nigga. I play strictly on the first and 12, second and 12, third. Yeah. That's what I be on, my nigga. And I be on them numbers. I be playing the prop. That's the only thing in motherfucking school that probably paid off in math was other than adding one, carrying the one was motherfucking probability. Yeah. I be in that motherfucker like, oh no, he gonna hit that 24, nigga. I be playing that shit easy.
And then they tripling your money on the outside. I mean, roulette is a dangerous game. I play poker and roulette. I try to stay away from roulette though, cause that shit, I caught that rush. Like I had it, I couldn't stop. Nah. Like somebody would have had to pull me away from the table, and there was nobody around me.
Nigga, me and my mans almost got into a wreck right there in the lobby in the motherfucking at the live, dog, because of the nigga had that itch that you had. But this nigga's a savage. This nigga, shout out to Mark. This nigga motherfucker would bet thousands like it's nothing, right? Yeah. So this nigga was coming up, nigga, and for one whole week, every night we was going to motherfucking casino, and this nigga was hitting. I was hitting a little bit. This nigga was hitting big. Yeah. But dog, that Friday we was hitting all through Monday through Thursday. That Friday, that nigga was losing. That nigga did not know when to say when. He lost about, I'm gonna say 10. I watched him lose 10,000, and I was like, hey, bro, that's it. This nigga was like, nah, nigga, fuck that. That last 1,000, I'm gonna come back. Yeah. I was like, nah, bro, it's time to go. This nigga like, nah, nigga, fuck that, you can leave. I said, nigga, well, fuck you, I'm leaving there. Yeah. So I got to walking about the joint, and he was like, that nigga arguing with me, making a scene and shit. Yeah. My sister with me, she like, don't leave the nigga. I'm like, man, fuck that nigga now. If the nigga don't come now, he getting left. Yeah. But that nigga, hey, but look, when I got to the car and I started that bitch up, guess who was running back to the car? That nigga and shit.
You need somebody with you that's sane. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember I was gambling with my girl and shit.
Sanity always helps.
I hit one number, nigga. I hit like a number with 2 chips on it, $70. She was like, let's go. Let's go. We got gas money. Let's go. Like, I ain't come here for no fucking gas money. I came here to win it all.
No bullshit.
Or lose it all.
No bullshit.
You win it or what?
Yeah, no bullshit.
But man, worst shit of my life, bro. And the fucked up part about that shit, like I said, I'm about 24. I ain't had no kids, nigga. And
you could have used that bread,
it was Christmas time, my nigga. It was like the beginning of December, nigga, and I literally had, for about 45 minutes, $16,000 in my pocket. Yeah. Like I said, right now, if I win 16 grand, I'm gonna go put up 1,500, 15,500. I'm stashing that shit somewhere in the room. Facts. And I'm going to the bar and I'm spending $500. Facts. And I'm just trying to post up and get fucked up, eat some good wings. But back then, I wasn't on that type shit.
Nah, I feel you, nigga. That's why I won my 500, nigga. I got the fuck out of there, nigga. Yeah. I said, you know what? This the birthday gift right here. I'm good. I ain't trying to get motherfucking. I ain't trying to win the fortune that night. You did?
Yeah, no question.
I tell you another thing that happened good on my birthday that was real funny, my nigga. I was this real quick story. I'm at GameStop trying to buy this. I was trying to buy the 2K, right? Yeah. But niggas was trying to tell me that 2K ain't worth buying, my nigga. They was like, that joint got some glitches in it and shit. Like the same glitches with the VCs and shit in the old game that's still in the new game. So they was like, nigga, save your money. So I just bought the Gears of War joint. Which is the latest joint that came out. And so I bought the joint. 320, get a nigga 320s, right? Leave, but I forgot I needed a new controller because the old joint broke, right? So I said I'm gonna come back with my wifey because she be gaming with me. I let her buy her own controller. Come back in the joint because it was a brother that was there first. Come back in there, brother gone. It's a white woman in that joint, right? So motherfucking, I'm buying a controller and get a bitch 320s. So when I go to the joint, as soon as I get a bitch the 20s, she start doing this. Putting my money up to the light and shit, nigga. Like I'm talking about every 20 though. It wasn't like 120. Oh, it's good. She did that to every 20, nigga. Yeah. So I was like, so I'm feeling some kind of way, right? Yeah. So wifey look at me. I'm like, nah, I got something for her. So she grabbed my wrist like, no, because you know when I say that shit, normally some shit go left, right? So I was like, nah, I got something for her. So I gave the bitch. So the joint, the game cost $58, right? So she gave me $2 back, nigga. So I got $2 back one like this. put that shit up to the light, right? I said, bitch, I can't trust your money neither. What the fuck? Right? Hey, nigga. She my wifey laughed, motherfuckers in the behind us laugh, nigga. She turned red as shit, nigga. I felt good as a motherfucker, nigga. I walked out that joint like George Jefferson, nigga.
Hey, that shit happened to me one time. I had an old 20, dog. I had an old 20. I paid for some food with an old 20. They was not trying to take that shit.
They thought it was fake.
They thought it was fake. I was so highly disrespected. I was like, bro, do I look like I'm gonna bring a fake 20 in this motherfucker?
Nigga, that's what time out. That's what I felt. Wifey pregnant, nigga. Yeah. Belly swollen like you think I'm gonna come in here with fake 20s with a pregnant woman, nigga? Yeah. What's wrong with y'all?
Especially when you out here working for your money, nigga.
Slim.
I'm like, Slim, do I look like the motherfucker? This shit costs $12. Motherfucker. Yeah. You gonna take that 20. Yeah. It's an old 20. Fuck you want me to do?
Dog.
You know what I'm saying?
People be having the game fucked up, dog. But see, I told Helen about that shit, man. People be motherfucking being the job instead of being a human being, nigga. You better use your brain,
man.
Nigga.
Bitches, even if they fake 20s, that shit ain't coming out your pocket, man.
That's what I'm saying. Unless you own GameStop, bitch, you need to stop bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
People be out the hood.
But I was proud of the way I handled it. That showed growth from my side. Once again, shout out to me.
Yeah, that was funny. I'm gonna try that shit next time.
Facts. What's up with your boy, man? Let's get to it. What's up with your boy? Your man.
Which one? Who you want to talk about?
Your man, 6ix9ine. Your man, Daniel. DANIEL. HERNA.
I have mixed opinions about this shit. Because
talk to him.
If you kept up with 6ix9ine, which I did,
okay,
because I was intrigued by the story of this nigga blowing up the way he did and the shit he was doing. You knew that the niggas behind him was protecting him and he wasn't on that shit.
Okay.
Now, I don't agree with what he's doing now. Mm-hmm. This nigga snitched the day after he got locked up.
Yeah.
Which
was a year ago.
Yeah, which was a year ago. When he got locked up, they brung him in September 18, 2018. And they asked him when did he decide to cooperate, and that motherfucker said September 19th. So he didn't even spend a full 24 hours in jail.
He knew what he was about.
That
nigga knew what he was about.
To tell it on everybody.
Yeah.
So, but we all knew that he would do that. If you
know,
got
he was
consent, you knew he wasn't the most thoroughest nigga.
You knew he wasn't built for that shit.
But I blame a lot of people for this shit.
Okay.
Like this shit shouldn't have been allowed from the jump. He shouldn't have been allowed to rep the gang. He shouldn't have been allowed to pop the shit he was popping. He should have just made his money and did it in another way. So there were people pulling them strings, allowing him to do that. And I feel like now they all suffering the consequences.
Right.
But snitching in itself in the black community, I think, is fucked up. Like, I think there needs to be rules behind it. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers say don't snitch. Some shit I feel like, I don't know. Shouldn't let that nigga get away with that.
Okay.
But like 6ix9ine case, if I'm running around with a bunch of niggas, I'm popping that shit, I gotta stand on that shit. But nigga, if me and you go to the liquor store right now, you hop out and blow somebody's brains out, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you know what I mean? It's like, yo.
That'd be fucked up to put you in that situation.
Yeah, like, yo, snitch on yourself. Nigga. You know what I'm saying? Don't make me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Niggas ain't gonna do that though. Like, and that's the crazy part. That's a wild situation right there. So we ride together, and I see a nigga I got beef with.
Yeah.
And you going to the store.
You gotta tell me let you out around the corner.
Right. But this is what niggas do. Niggas will go bust at a nigga.
Yeah.
While you coming out the store and say, come on, nigga, let's go.
I tell you not to say nothing and then label you a snitch.
Right.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Or like I said, it should be rules to it. If I call you on the phone, I say, Joe, I'm coming to get you. Bring the junk. And you do something with the junk. I can't snitch on you.
Right.
I put you in that position.
Facts.
So if something happened, I gotta take that.
Facts.
Or if you accidentally leave the junk and I get caught with the junk, that's my junk. I told you to bring it.
Facts.
You feel me?
Okay.
But if I come pick you up, we go into the show and you bring the junk and you get out the car and I get caught with the junk, come get your junk.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You feel me?
Nah.
So it's like, or like sometimes like niggas go put in work and a little girl gets shot and nobody tell. Like my nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That you fucked up.
Right.
You missed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We gotta sacrifice you, my brother.
Now, you see, and that's what I'm about to tell you. The snitching thing, like everything else, it has good intentions, but because we don't have any structure in our culture, shit look, the man himself.
Daddy J. Walk through the door.
Hunter walking through, but nah, like everything else, because we don't have a firm structure, and you know what I'm saying. But what we do, everything gets perverse or everything gets deformed. So snitching was a structure at one time which was coded with people that was in the game. It was like if you was in the game, you can't be telling on another nigga. But the people people at that time when the no snitching joint was created, motherfuckers knew that civilians, they didn't hold civilians to that no snitching rule. You know what I'm saying? Because they were civilians. They weren't in the game.
They weren't in the game.
You know what I mean?
Once you get in the game, you in the game.
But also, with that being said, there was a time where the neighborhood wasn't quick to go tell on niggas selling drugs and shit, or go quick to tell on such and such drinking on the corner, like, because it was more of a community. We knew, from what I hear, everybody knew each other. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we lost a lot of continuity, and with that comes a lot of shit that what we see now, no snitching, and niggas are still. But see, this thing about the no snitching. Niggas is snitching more than ever now. Like it's not a real thing. It's a myth. You know what I'm saying? Nobody stands tall on that shit.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, who thought Tekashi wasn't gonna snitch? Like, who thought the nigga with the rainbow hair wasn't gonna snitch?
As we saw though,
Trey Bloods.
Yeah, nah, they knew. They think about it.
Thought that.
No. This is the thing. I think what niggas do is they have no plan. See, this is what I'm saying. The plan is only to get something. It's not to keep it or it's not to sustain it. So from what Daniel Hernandez was saying, he said on the little audio, because Vulture Vlad, that's what I call him. Yeah. Vulture Vlad he leaked a 10-minute audio of Daniel Hernandez of telling the first day of him telling. So but from what he's saying, the account of him, he's saying that he's at his bus. He's being a bus boy. He gets approached by some dude saying, "Hey, do you rap?" And he was like, "Well, nah." He was like, "Well, you got the look." And then after that, he just said, "Well, I'm gonna start rapping," and started making music, and they just put him out there. So what I'm saying is, he was already from his account, he was already being cultivated into being the puppet, being a guinea pig for the Bloods to use him to make money and all this shit.
Listen, you can rap Bloods, you can do all that shit. You can say what you want on the song. That nigga was doing a lot of shit on his own.
Oh, I agree with that. I agree with that.
Fuck all that. You feel me?
But how much on your own you're doing when you're being extorted? That's what I'm trying.
Being extorted though.
Oh, nigga,
It's kind of like, you remember how they said Tupac turned into Bishop after Juice? You ever heard somebody say that before?
I heard that, but most people that I hear say that is people that I don't think that they really knew Pac for the long haul. Because it seemed like the people that knew Pac for the long haul said Bishop was a part of Pac the whole time.
I was just using that from an example of Tekashi. It's like sometimes people believe who they're portraying to be. It's like you believe your own lie.
He believed
if you lie long enough, you'll believe it.
That's a great point.
He was calling shots and all that shit. Like he didn't. Nothing about him said he was a puppet to me when I saw him.
That's crazy because everything said to me he was a puppet.
Nah, I'm talking about like to the sense where like nigga, if he said he wanted something done, it would have got done.
No, but this is what I'm saying by that though. You can tell when some niggas is fooled. You said it before. You said if you could tell he was a snitch, then you could tell that he was fooled. Because listen, everybody around him did. Nobody. It was not a shock to anybody that he's in the position he's in now. I don't think anybody is shocked.
A puppet is. All right, Tekashi, when you go do this interview, say this and that and this and that and this.
How you know? Why you don't think they were saying that?
I think it was the opposite way around. It was like, nigga, you can say what you want. We're going to protect you. You're our investment.
Okay.
We're not letting nobody fuck with this.
I think both of those things are being said. I think we're going to protect you, but why are you protecting you? Say Treyway.
No.
Say this. Yeah.
No, I think they said, nigga, you a blood. We got you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got you. They empowered him to do what he was doing.
Yeah,
That's not a puppet. That's like a puppet is like, nigga, go say this way, go start that. There's a purpose to this.
But let me say this: I think the gangs are a puppet in some context. So
explain that.
So what I'm saying is, a lot of these brothers are going, they're going based on the narrative that they didn't even create with this gang shit, thinking that a nigga is your enemy because he's repping a different flag, but this nigga look just like you. In some instances, that nigga might just really be your blood. You know what I'm saying? But he repping a different neighborhood or a street that he don't own. That's not a narrative that we created. That's something that's been programmed in our shit through hip hop and a lot of shit for the very reasons to what we see now, to destroy and keep us down. You know what I mean?
Right. In essence, that's where things are kind of odd, but I think it's kind of like it's tricky because maybe puppet isn't the word. He's definitely a sucker. I think it should have been recognized that he wasn't a street nigga, so he wasn't going to uphold the street code. And I think that's what's weird about the whole 9 Trey situation.
Man,
is that
it was real hard.
You all tried to benefit off of extorting somebody.
Why y'all keep saying extort?
They was extorting him.
They was extorting him. Yeah, he was paying him, bro. He was paying him.
He was paying. Of course.
Listen. The gangs be extorting niggas.
Extorting Chris Brown. They say, nigga, you a blood. Pay us for protection.
That's extortion. Hey, nigga, do you know that's extortion?
I mean,
no, nigga. Do you understand that's extortion?
I'm just saying, when y'all say extort, the words sound like
nigga, that's extortion.
Taking your money type shit.
Nigga, I don't understand.
AP, listen. Is a different
they was
type
his
of robbery.
management, bro.
AP, hold up.
They were his management.
AP, hey, listen. You giving the moms new motherfucking tag, new lingo. Hey, for now on moms.
Okay,
don't call it extorting. Call it management. You're managing these niggas.
My man, Shotty. He was like the leader of that shit. That was that nigga's manager too.
Listen,
but he was masquerading as a manager the same way Tekashi was as a gangster.
Bro, listen. Hold on.
Shotty is not a goddamn hip hop.
AP, let me ask you this. Mm-hmm. So if a gang so why is it that a motherfucker who don't have nothing, right, can join a gang? So hold on, okay. and put that work in, right, and that be his tied to his gang. Tekashi, Lil Wayne, Chris Brown, these guys had to pay money in order to get in the gang and stay in the gang and keep being protected from the gang that they are with. Mm-hmm. They're paying them in order to be protected, not only from the ops, but from them too.
Right. Okay.
That's extortion.
So my man getting extorted too. What's the young nigga name?
Blueface?
He's getting extorted too.
Facts.
Is he
was Tupac getting extorted then?
He was on his way.
No, he wasn't a blood.
No, he was. Nigga, see, this is what I'm saying.
Was he getting extorted?
Let me say this. Let me say this.
We going somewhere.
Yeah. Let me say this. Just the same thing with the puppet conversation. You can be a puppet and not be conscious of it. You could be getting extorted. Do you know how much extortion is happening with the record business? Yeah. So what I'm saying is, don't look at extortion as just one way. Don't look at being a puppet as just one way. It's multiple ways of being looked at in that type of fashion.
I'm saying that Tekashi was Tupac. Suge Knight was Shotty. What was the difference?
Nah, it was a major difference. That was that.
Suge Knight was a goddamn blood gang member. He just owned a record company.
No.
That's the fallacy about Suge and his gang affiliation. He kind of wasn't.
He wasn't really a blood. That's what I'm saying. Like if you with now the story is being overly unveiled with people now saying that Suge Knight wasn't no blood. With same thing we talking about with Tekashi because he was the money man. It's like nigga, we need your money and resources. Wear this color and say you blood. We be down with you, but guess what? Guess what? AP, those bloods was extorting Suge. They was coming to Suge and getting checks whenever they needed and if Suge didn't, Suge had to answer them niggas, so he was paying them niggas. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. Don't think that these niggas.
But when y'all say nigga getting extorted, it sounds like nigga you have to willingly want to. You feel what I'm saying?
That's not I don't
understand
the way y'all making it sounds like he was being extorted, like they made him do it. Nah, he made a conscious decision to say, I think it's cool to run around saying 9 Treyway bloods, whatever.
Right. AP, this was no, I don't feel you because this is what I'm trying to tell you. If you don't pay, what happens?
I understand. No, AP. These niggas sign up to this shit.
Because I'm trying to figure out why he doesn't want to. It's like what is extortion? What is your problem with extortion?
No, it's the way y'all putting it. Like y'all like. He was being extorted, like as if that was the reason why he was doing what he was doing. Like Chris Brown, for example. It's like, man, they extorting him. Yeah, true, but he's proudly running around saying he a blood. Right. Throwing that shit around whenever he feel like it. So obviously it's a benefit to him too. It's more like a business venture more than, they was extorting him. When you put it like that, it make it sound like he didn't have no choice in the matter.
Well, and see, and hold on, Joe. Okay,
go ahead.
And see, that's the unique and interesting part about extortion. It's different ways to extort somebody. It's not always by force. It's not like hanging Vanilla Ice over the fucking balcony like Suge did and roughing his publishing. Like when these niggas, the lure of gang life and be affiliated with a gang has value. Them niggas just put a price tag on it. They might not sell it to you on the front end, but they be like, okay, you want to bang? Okay, take care of these things. Help us out with this. And then it turns into a habit after a week, a month, 6 months. Next thing you know, you accustomed to kicking out bread, giving up whatever you got in exchange for what they giving you with the affiliation with the gang.
But listen, hold up. But this is the part that both y'all are missing out on the part of extortion. Extortion, the second part of extortion, because everything you said was true. The second part of it is the consequence if you don't keep paying.
And that's the part that part doesn't come out until the end. And see, that's why Tekashi's situation, he started to realize
it was going on
after it was too late. What happened?
But when them niggas
peoples was on him.
That too.
He knew them peoples was on him.
The reason them peoples was on him because his green ass did all this shit to be affiliated with the Bloods, thinking that he's not going to be responsible or held accountable for it.
I heard a Shotty interview and he said Tekashi ain't start switching his tone until the police told him, nigga, we about to come at y'all. And then that's when he went up there and did that Breakfast Club interview, the second one, saying, "Oh nah, I fired everybody. I ain't with them." But it wasn't because he ain't want to be down. Nigga. He knew they was about to come after them, so that's when he tried to disassociate himself with the gang. What I'm saying about this whole situation is, he shouldn't be allowed to do what he doing right now. But they're using him to make an example. But nigga, he's just as responsible as half of that shit.
He shouldn't be allowed. What you mean?
No. He should go down with the ship.
But that code is gone. That code is gone.
No. Regardless of, he shouldn't be able to cooperate on some shit that he helped build, dog. Like,
well, that's part of the suspect part of law enforcement.
All of them.
But that's the problem. That's what niggas don't understand about law enforcement. These niggas aren't doing work for real.
Right.
All they do is pin you against each other and get whoever to snitch.
Right.
So y'all niggas.
And I'm saying that shouldn't be allowed. Like, nigga. Nah, because now we talking about him being extorted and all this other bullshit. When I studied this nigga damn near his whole career just because I was so fascinated.
I know what you think. See, when a nigga say extorted, you think that it absolves a nigga from having any guilt.
Yes,
that's not as true.
That's the way y'all sound.
Yeah, no.
I know it's not true.
No,
y'all explain it, but when y'all say it,
that's how you're taking it.
Because even like Pac, it's like
that's how you're
being extorted, but. He was being extorted proudly.
Nigga, we're
being exploited.
Yeah, there we go.
Tekashi.
No.
Tekashi didn't have a value to exploit.
Listen, that's what
you crazy.
No.
Everything he dropped was number one.
Right, but he was in the process of securing it to the point where he could be exploited.
We wouldn't be talking about 9 Treyway Bloods if it wasn't for Tekashi.
You're absolutely right. I'm not saying that.
We wouldn't be talking about Shotty if it wasn't for Tekashi.
Right.
But
so he had value.
But the thing about the way
comparable to Tupac got bailed out because of how valuable he was by Suge.
Nigga, we would not know none of these niggas if it, dog. I'm not gonna lie. Come on, man. It was polarizing to see Tekashi in that first Gummo video, whether you liked it or not.
I've never seen that video.
But whether you liked it or not, it was some shit you never seen before.
You're right.
Because of him.
Right.
It wasn't because of none of them other niggas and none of that red flag, nigga.
Right, right.
That nigga with the colorful hair and the green pants on.
All right, so I'm gonna give you
Spanish talking that shit.
I'm gonna give you an example, right? Because the code is gone, generally speaking, right? Not to go too far, but look at Bobby Shmurda, right? Them niggas was real street niggas.
Facts.
That was rapping. They
about
were doing
the shit they was doing.
It was about the shit that they was doing.
Facts.
The boys came, give me my 7 years. I'm not telling.
Facts.
So it's like when it's gonna be interesting to see when Shmurda comes out compared to a 6ix9ine, because Shmurda's gonna have probably like a bigger buzz because he held it down in the street.
But that's the thing. That's the thing about our culture, though, right? We don't know how to really look at something and peel the layers off of it, right? Because I believe that Bobby Shmurda should get a certain amount of respect for the way he handled his time and his sentence, right? But on the flip side, if the things that he went to jail for is true, like the murders and shit that they was talking about, you know what I'm saying? Us as a community, we already talked about, you know what I'm saying, how when niggas, something about nigga catching the body, make a nigga a star. Like, that's something that we gotta stop over.
What is that shit? Glorifying.
Yeah, we gotta stop doing
What
that.
is that shit?
But
what is that?
That shows you how fucked up we are as a community.
But you know, life is fucked up. Cause I'm gonna tell you why. And this is the thing I be asking Joe when we be talking, right?
There's a lot of reasons why.
It's endless.
I say why we don't congratulate the nigga who graduated college like we do the nigga who got out of jail, right?
They both getting hustled, but go ahead.
But then when I talked to Joe, I realized they both getting hustled. So it's like, what should we value? Remember I asked him, I said, dog, who do we follow?
Nobody.
What do we follow?
Nobody.
What is success? What should be glorified? Because the same motherfuckers who telling us to accept LGBTQ plus right now, back in the day was telling us that shit wasn't acceptable.
Right.
So if they would have started off saying it was acceptable, it would have been a whole different ballgame. Right. All we know is what someone told us. So how do you know who to follow?
Generally speaking, that's part of the problem, because you're not. Oh, not you. I'm saying our people aren't informed people. They're not people that are privy to what's really going on. We didn't start
anything.
But hold up, but check this out. This is how crazy what you just said is so true. They just said, they came out with a study that said study shows that there's no such thing as a gay gene, right? That's today at 2019 or September, whatever.
Right.
3 or 4 or 5 years later, they will have a study that will disprove that. And then that would be a farce, a 5 years ago error.
Truth.
And we see this happen all the time, bruh. And the reason why is because people have that attitude, not the attitude, but with that question that you said, who do we follow? That question is ruining our minds, and what it's doing is showing you who's sheep and who's not sheep. You know what I'm saying? Because some people are still looking for the follower, and that's why I took that summit all wrong, because I felt like that was a galvanizing of people looking for something to follow, instead of realizing that we got to create within and then manifest it without. You know what I'm saying?
There's only one answer to all this shit. We have to start over and build some shit from the ground.
Facts.
Motherfuckers not really ready to do that. That's what I hear.
No, you're right.
That's what I hear.
Right. That's true.
Because when Killer Mike say, like you said, Killer Mike say, kill both masters.
Burn down both houses.
People not ready to do that. People not willing to let go of, okay, you've been helping me for so long. I'm not willing to let you go and start over. And that would mean, you know how long that would take? Like if black people say, you know what, fuck all this shit. We're done. I'm not coming to work tomorrow. I'm not following nobody. We're going to get together over here. We're going to build some shit. We're going to start a new. We're going to vote for a new motherfucker to lead us and do this and do this. And T.I., Killer Mike, and this bitch, they going to run it and we're going to listen to them. That's what we doing. Motherfuckers not ready to do that.
Nah.
So we're fucked.
But see, I think part of the reason is that people don't understand why. And why is the part of understanding that kind of leads you to the next step. Again,
what you mean? You said people don't know why we're fucked?
No, I'm talking about why, and you can apply that to anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as even being ready to do some of the things they talked about at the Revolt Summit. Our people lack understanding, first of all, and we're fearful. We're scared.
Yeah.
We're so scared, we're not even able to look in the mirror and say we're scared. Our behavior speaks volumes, though.
Yeah.
Based on what we accept and what we allow to be done to us. See, when you talk about burning down both houses, that's synonymous with dying in the process.
Right.
And our people aren't willing to die for change. We're willing to do as much as we possibly can that's comfortable, that's safe, that doesn't push us into the boundaries of dying for it. That's why we don't get any radical change. You can't live under a system of oppression and negotiate. T.I. said that at the summit. He was like, you need power and you need leverage. There's no negotiating here. There's nothing to talk to the people that are oppressing you about. You need to come to the table with our demands or else. This is it.
Right.
But
people not ready to do that.
And you see around the world when America leans on niggas, you see my man from North Korea, fuck with me, I'm gonna nuke your motherfucking ass. You see the people in America, fuck with me, I'm gonna kill. When it comes down to it, ultimately natural laws prevail. If you scared to die, you pray, you food.
Yeah, that's true.
It's that simple.
Black people not ready to die for what they believe in.
You said what?
Black people not ready to die for what they
believe in, what they owe, what they deserve. None of it.
Nah.
None of it.
We not.
Now, I want to change that. I want to be honest. I want to be more accurate. Black people will die for nothing quicker than they will die for something.
Now that give yourself a you always say shout out to me. How about you do that?
And say it one more time. Say it one more time for the niggas in the back.
Yeah. I said black people will die for nothing quicker than they would die for something. You know what I'm saying? We die over a nigga looking at us crazy. We die over some pussy. We die over some money.
Y'all worried about not snitching.
Die about who telling.
Code, all that shit.
But if we tell niggas like, look, it's time for us to load up and go out there and defend our people from these police officers, defend our people from this government that's sick and all that. You know, they tell us, oh, nigga, this nigga crazy.
Yeah.
You know, he a radical.
Yeah.
And see, I think, but you know what it is too? It's like we have to understand. I was just telling somebody this the other day. Like things are coming back around our way from life. We're old enough, being '80s babies, that the Black Panthers aren't that far removed. We know we feel their presence in a sense because we were mentally, because we identify with certain things. But we have to be mindful that was the last group of radical, what's considered radical. Ain't nobody radical when you're fighting for what's yours and you're defending yourself. So let's not say that. But they're the last group that, from a political standpoint, an economic standpoint, really set the tone for things for our community. Now, keep in mind, this was while civil rights was going on. So there were two types of fights. There were two types of soldiers. There was the more peaceful people.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, we're going to march. Why y'all niggas doing that? Even if we disagree with y'all marching, we still riding. Right now, you have everybody speaking about doing everything else but that because they know what it leads to. You're going to either die, you're going to jail, or you're going to be ostracized.
But that's a deeply layered reason for why that's not coming about. The watering down of the black man is another reason why brothers is not trying to get to that level of war. You know what I'm saying?
And society has found a way to pick our leaders for us.
No, they've been doing that for a long time.
Somehow you just wake up in Kanye West at the fucking White House.
Nigga, so one day you wake up and Obama's president, nigga. You don't know you never seen a nigga in no hood or nothing. You don't know where this nigga come from.
I'm looking like I ain't even like his last fucking album. Who the fuck told that nigga he was the one that should go talk to the president?
Right. But think about it, like referencing the Revolt Summit, right?
Hold on, time out. This nigga said Kanye. I just want to say something. Did y'all see this nigga praying this nigga started a sermon at that church that he been doing? Y'all
like Sunday church. Yeah, his music is amazing. I don't really pay anything.
Yeah, but he actually started preaching this time. Did y'all ain't see that shit?
I don't watch shit. I started watching Kanye after he told Trump he was like his dad.
I told the nigga on one of them shows.
I'm gonna tell y'all this about Kanye though. Kanye's a Gemini. I'm a Gemini.
Okay.
Kanye,
so weirdo like motherfucker.
Fuck. You think Trump like your dad too, nigga?
Hey, yo, he said,
that's all that talk. That was all
Right.
That was I heard.
Niggas start getting into his
I didn't
zodiac
hear
sign.
what he said. I didn't hear what he said. I heard what you said.
My bad. You right. My bad. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm a Gemini. I like long walks in the park.
Go ahead. Go ahead, G. Go ahead.
Slander. You see how these niggas slander me on my shit?
Yeah. Go ahead, brother.
Kanye be fucking with people. People don't know it. If you don't entertain Kanye, it'll drive him crazy. Mm-hmm. He never ceases to have people at his disposal.
But I don't think that's a Gemini thing. I think that's just him being a self. He's a fucking narcissist. The nigga loves himself.
And I guess what I equate the Gemini part to is like when it's like I can tell that some of the stuff he says from a soundbite stand, like he's just prodding people, engaging people. Mm-hmm. It's like when he does stuff, people respond to it. So he just continuously does stuff because people continuously respond to shit. Like, did you bring up the Sunday church shit?
I did.
Like this, did you see when the nigga walked up to the people and did that?
Yeah, nigga, that's what I'm saying. Like
he was parting the Red Sea type.
Bro, this nigga's on some cult shit.
He was walking through the people like this, and people was moving. He's doing the shit because you're entertaining him.
But bro, this is what I'm saying. We watching this nigga right before our eyes just build a cult. He's building the cult right before our eyes, nigga. It's getting stronger and stronger.
It's crazy, not to digress too much, but it's crazy how Kanye, we have cult-like fan bases out here now.
Yeah, that's crazy.
People will die and ride behind these.
That's crazy, ain't it?
You can't say shit about Kanye.
You can't say shit about Brown, Nicki Minaj,
Jay-Z,
Beyonce,
Beyonce,
you little bitch. You can't fuck with me,
Rihanna,
if you wanted to.
Cardi,
yeah. Oh yeah, you can't say nothing about them. Nah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's weird. Like
who the fuck said these motherfuckers? Like I just like their music, my nigga.
Yeah.
I just like their music.
Yeah.
I don't really give a fuck about, like, even when T.I. be talking about political shit, I be like, nigga, shut up.
You know what was wild about T.I. at the Revolt Summit?
What's good?
And it's like, first of all, I want y'all to know we're gonna have our place in these in these arenas and these forums. It's coming. It's coming. So it's coming. So all this, I know you prepared for that. I know I damn sure am. How the fuck you up there huffing and puffing, breathing down shorty neck right beside you, and you the nigga that said let's just have a 3-month Gucci band? That was your stance on fighting back Gucci.
But bro, that panel, you could say that about literally everybody on it. Everybody on it had a certain contradiction, which I like AP eloquently said earlier. Everybody contradicted themselves and shit. But that panel was filled. It was filled with motherfuckers that was speaking contradiction if you just listen to them. Mm-hmm. And I was just like, what the fuck is this even produced like this for? Nigga, Killer Mike, T.I., Candace Owens, and a bunch of other people I've never fucking. Oh my God, the Trump supporting chick, the sister, she was killing me.
She made some good points initially.
Which one you talking about? I ain't talking about Candace Owens. I'm talking about
you talking about the red bone?
Yeah, she was.
Oh man,
I don't know what point she made, nigga. She was a white woman in blackface, nigga. It was
terrible.
Crazy.
She was terrible. Like and some of the stuff she was talking about as far as like this administration and what they're doing for black people, and it's like in my mind, first of all. Again, this goes back to the fear. Mm-hmm. There's no way possible that somebody can give you two options that they can control and it's fair. There's no way possible that the Democratic Party or the Republican Party is giving you any option.
It's a two-card Monty.
It's all.
Are you a Democrat or a Republican?
Neither, nigga.
Okay. What about you?
What?
I'm asking you.
Disrespectful, ain't he? That nigga disrespectful, ain't he?
Somebody's gonna ask you that.
But no, I'm
nigga,
not.
Are you a Democrat or a Republican?
I'm not.
Is there a name for that?
Huh?
Is there a name for that?
They can say independent. You can say independent.
Right. But see, again,
I think they both bullshit, so I don't subscribe to.
But isn't that the funny part about the political process? Is you can be independent, you can support all these people, but when it comes down to it, you got two options.
Yeah.
You vote Republican, you vote Democrat.
No bullshit.
And we control all this shit.
No bullshit.
So I voted once in my life.
I voted the first time Obama.
I voted once in my life
Obama
too.
first got in.
Yeah.
But that was ironically before I kind of to go on a certain growth process and I started learning shit. And that was.
You wasn't the only one to cry. A lot of niggas was crying and shit, nigga. Niggas ain't know no better. I cut my hair and shit, nigga. I'm still mad about that. You know what I'm saying?
Fellas, I don't usually interject about topics and shit. We cannot go a whole show and not talk about that commercial.
We got to.
Man, dog, all right, that commercial.
We switching gears, people. We
saw this nigga Hunter showed us the most sick commercial I ever seen in my whole entire life. And the sad part about it is, I know it won't be the sickest. You know what I'm saying? But this commercial was a commercial that was normalizing school terrorism. You know what I'm saying? And these the mass shooters, these kids was having casual, regular type of dialogue back to school dialogue, like about what tools or what clothes and shit. But they was using these objects as metaphors, and but yet they was showing the kids using these objects to help them get out of a school terrorist act. And it was like, wow, one kid was using the skateboard to bash a window. One girl, the one that put goosebumps in my fucking spine, because all that shit was eerie, was the last shot when that girl was on the phone and she was like, "This phone has really helped me stay in touch with my mom." And she texted her mother, "I love you," and you heard footsteps. The door, well, oh my God. And it's just even talking about it is just making me feel eerie.
Excuse me. There was some subliminals. Did you see when the youngin was shot?
Yeah, and she used a sock.
But did you peep the flag, the rainbow flag? You ain't peep it?
Nah.
The sock she took off, it was a rainbow sock.
Oh, nah, I didn't know that.
Like it was layered with underlying things. But if you're gonna think about it, bro. How do you prepare kids for a mass shooting?
It's like you already know it's gonna happen.
But you know,
it's been rumored. See, I don't like to dance around in conspiracy theory zone too much, but I'm a fucking black man in America. I'm using the term black loosely. What do you expect me to trust?
Nah.
Why? Like, how do you promote protecting your kids from mass shootings? Nigga, take the money from the commercial and invest in stopping the shootings. What are you doing?
But see, and that's what I'm saying.
It doesn't make any sense.
Who the fuck made that commercial?
I don't know.
I heard something like the Shade Room caption said something from the Sandy Hook people. You know, the Sandy Hook school shooting, for whatever had their name associated with it.
But hold on, I want to say one thing. I'm not mad at the people who made that commercial. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like that commercial was art. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it did what it was supposed to do. It was riveting and it gave you an emotion. And I think that's what art is.
I'm glad you said that, because that spins into something.
Why we ain't got no commercial about a cop shooting a black man that got pulled over for no reason or some shit like that?
Oh, you know why? Because they don't give a fuck about that.
You get free marketing on that one every day.
But what I want,
content on that
right? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're right. They getting free Popeye's chicken advertising all that shit, so they ain't gotta do that. But the thing about it, one thing about that commercial is if people was blaming that commercial, I'm blaming the fact that, you know what I'm saying, we have a society that is literally letting you know that it's going to be more shootings. It's not going to stop.
Oh, just go ahead and prepare for them. Like,
yeah.
This is what it is.
Yeah. I don't think the commercial was saying it was okay. I think the commercial was letting you know that this ain't going to stop.
How can you normalize something like that if you're not pulling the strings on that, Joe? If you're not calling the shots on that, how can you predict that a motherfucker gonna go crazy and shoot up a mass shooting?
Dog,
they are trying to normalize it to us. Yeah. So when we hear it, it's like, we knew that was gonna happen.
But you know what's wild though, my nigga? It was scary, my nigga. Is that I'm learning that we know they I forgot the brother that said that. I think it was Jay Morrison that said that on one of the IGTV posts you sent. Mm-hmm. They was talking about Malcolm X said that the black woman is the most the defenseless creature in America.
Not anymore.
It's kids.
Children.
And kids are very much preyed upon, bro, for many reasons. And Hunter always been putting us on about the pedophilia shit that keep shit growing. But not even just that, bro. It's the kids they snatching up, doing rituals on them, using their organs and they blood and all that shit to help keep white aging people younger. They doing all kind of shit, sex trafficking with children. They got them in the schools. They telling the little boy that he got to dress as a girl because his hair is fucking is too long and shit. They doing everything to prey on these children's spirits and their minds to grow them up into creatures of instability. You know what I'm saying? Adults of instability. So it's like you said, man, it's not an accident. It's everything they're placing is things to keep a motherfucker crazy. And not to mention the diet.
But it's such a methodic type of process. Like, this stuff isn't happening now in this day and age because it randomly fell out of the sky. We the kids of the crack era. We grew up with that shit. That's our story.
Who gave us the crack?
Mm-hmm.
You notice how crack's effect on our community was destroying it first. This is the rollout that was planned, that was already there then. Mm-hmm. But the community was too strong. You gotta think about when we was 80 babies, grandmas and grandpas was around. Mm-hmm. We had matriarchs and patriarchs of family. There was some structure. There was some order. It might have been some fucked up shit happening, but it was a pecking order. Shit worked a certain way. You couldn't roll some of this shit out in the 80s or 90s. But when you fuck up a entire community, you take men away. You have these houses. Now keep in mind, even before that, you had social programs where they talked about it at the Revolt Summit, where women were getting benefits socially, like from welfare and shit like that, as long as you agree for the father not to be there.
Yeah.
This has been a process that's been going on for decades.
Yeah.
And we're seeing the end results of it.
Right.
Do y'all think that the type of shit we dealing with is just some shit that's going on in America?
No.
Nah.
That's all we see.
Yeah.
Because the media is that powerful.
Yeah.
Is that when we see things from other countries, we see what they want us to see.
My nigga, you know what it is? I ain't mean to cut you off, Hunter, because you hitting on the one. But it's almost like, you ever see that movie Maze Runner?
No.
You ever see the movie Maze Runner?
You talking about the newest one? It's like 3 of them.
It's
right?
3 of them. Have you ever seen one of those? Right?
It's a social experiment.
So this is how I look at the world. Like, because in Maze Runner, they was trying to make it out this maze, thinking that was it. Like they was gonna get to another place where shit was gonna be sweet. But every time they would get somewhere else, they realized shit is still a maze. And it took them at the end of the shit to realize they got to go back to where the fuck they came from in order to really get free. So what I'm saying is that everywhere is a fucking maze, bro. Every country has a maze, and every country has a people that's like the lower class that they're feeding off of. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And America is just probably the ones that's doing it the best. You know what I mean?
Think about.
I got so many questions.
But hold on, but I'm gonna real quick. Maze Runner. What did they ultimately have to do?
You said they had to go back.
They had to go back to
they had to destroy the system.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
If you don't destroy the system,
like that's what I'm saying. Like, why? Motherfucker, we some of the most talented, strongest people in the fucking planet. Nigga, don't no Mexican nigga, don't no white motherfucker jump higher than LeBron. You understand what I'm saying to you? You feel me?
Superior genetics.
You feel me?
I got
We
you.
like, man, we so gifted. I just don't understand, like, why we allow ourselves to be controlled. We are fucking living superheroes.
I don't think the word allow is accurate.
No, he's right. No, I think he's right. I think because it's let me tell you, bro. You know the answers though. You be saying why, but we know the answers, bro. You even said it, bro. You was talking about and this is jokingly. You was talking about niggas beating off too much, right? Even that shit weakens niggas' spirits. Even the drugs that niggas take weaken niggas' spirit. The Jesus that they pray to put fears in niggas' hearts to die. They don't want to die and do something that takes them away from heaven. You know what I'm saying? Where we living in hell now. You know what I'm saying?
Can I say something about that?
What's good with you?
I've been thinking about something, right? Just in regards to like belief and faith. And it's like, how do you possess something and don't use it? Like if you
What you mean?
Especially from a religious aspect, religion is based on faith and belief. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people proclaim that they have it. And it's like, how do you show that?
Black people's faith is in endurance. It's not faith. It's
kind of like it's in enduring the fact that they never have to show it.
Well, it's enduring the fact that if they can cope and hold on, that's their faith. If they can cope and endure with this 12-hour job that they gotta do 6 days out the week, if they can cope and endure with these children and they got all these different daddies and they trying to figure out how they gonna it's coping. It's not. They don't understand that faith is a work. It's an action. You got to put that into an action. But black people in the churches our people conditioned that faith is just what you do when you holding on, and then when you come on Sunday, you say you hoot and holler and say yes, Lord, and you do all that shit.
Hold on. Does the Bible say faith without works
is dead?
Oh, okay.
But that, come on, man. The Bible also say that the homo shit is an abomination, and they got gay priests in that joint.
And you ain't supposed to eat pork.
Oh man, go ahead. Don't do that. But yeah, but dog.
But we love Christians though. We're not knocking y'all. We talking a little bit of shit.
But I'm gonna tell you. But back to that video. That video really scares me as a father. You know what I'm saying? And the shit just got me thinking like. It got me on the grind so hard because my goal, bro, is to really be free. And I say that all the time, my nigga. I say that every day. And I'm talking about spiritually free, mentally free, and physically free. You know what I'm saying? And my whole thing is I see everything that we indoctrinate our children into. It's all poison. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And it starts from when that baby is in the womb. You know what I'm saying? They talk about what the mother eats and all that shit. And a lot of that shit, man, we don't know how much we just poison the people that we love the most, our own seeds, man. We put them out there for the world to taint and consume. Because like I said, another school thing that fucked me up, I kind of said loosely, was that story about that black boy that he had long hair, and the school tried to tell him that they told his grandmother that he got to either pin his hair up or wear a dress and go by a girl to be in the school and shit. You know what I'm saying? And the parents took him out to school, whatever. But I felt like that disrespect was it was only given to us. You know what I mean?
Not to take away from that, but as far as like with the commercial that we talking about, I think it's a precursor for legalizing having guns and in schools, officers with guns in schools. And I think we've talked about the
but they already had officers in schools though.
Right. Mm-hmm. I mean, even when we
were talking
young,
about like teachers with guns.
Right. So that's the definition of officer is going to change, because the teacher's role is going to change. And when now it's going to be a narrative, the teachers needed to be able to defend the students from potential mass shooters, which will make sense to parents. If you're a parent and you see that commercial, like, damn, how do I protect my child? If the narrative comes out and the conversation comes out about teachers having guns, which is not new.
You're right. Let me tell you why you're right. You just so right. Because that's America's number one fucking tactic, is to galvanize your fear and then show you that they'll dangle something shiny in your face, say this is the answer.
Create a problem and show the solution.
All the scary motherfuckers will run and sign up some shit, say, give the teachers guns. Then next thing you know, teachers shooting Ray because Ray won't go to the fucking bathroom when he said, he flinched. He had a gun.
And they will be absolved the same way police are.
Yeah.
The same exact way. It's going to be your kid's fault.
Yeah. If he black.
But again, we that's too conspiracy theory for some people. But if you really, really think about it, that's where they going.
Look, somebody enjoying life. Cat says we all should homeschool. Stop putting our kids in public schools. I agree totally, but realistically,
when do you got time to homeschool?
Well, I say realistically, can we really say that as an actuality? Nah.
When do you got time to do that?
Everybody would love that, but you know what? Let me tell you this though.
You can't.
It's crazy.
Work every day.
If we had a community, we could. And we had a community, we could. You know what I'm saying? But instead, when you got a bunch of individuals, you got a land of individuals. Hell nah, nigga.
Nobody's working together.
Nah.
And see, that's the thing about.
But let me say this. When y'all see that summit in Revolt, right? And I don't want to sound like a pessimistic nigga. I don't. I really don't. Because in my desire, I wish and I would pray, nigga. If I had a genie in a bottle, nigga, I would pray that niggas could get together as one, right? But when y'all look at that summit, do y'all really think that there will be a day where everybody that has this color skin will be in unity with each other, in unison?
I'm always speaking. You know where my realistic viewpoint is. Mm-hmm. But I can't invest in the power of the spoken word and say it couldn't happen.
What about you, AP?
I don't think it'll ever happen.
You don't think it'll ever happen?
Nah, not no time soon.
Not no time soon? Mm-hmm. When I watch that, I don't think people understand why the reasons it can't happen. I think people look at the love that they have for black people and they think that love is enough. But I think that people don't understand that the things that black people love over themselves. And that shit right there keeps us divided, or it would keep us divided at all for all times. People love. Go ahead, bro.
Well, I think if you look at the Revolt Summit, that conversation isn't a normal conversation on that scale of platform. And that's one reason why this shit wasn't marketed and promoted. Because Diddy got money out the ass. He could have made that a thing. He could have made that an event. He could have been like, man, tune in this day.
It was an event, though.
Nah, but it wasn't marketed and promoted the way it could have been. You have to find that shit. And even, like, I went to the Revolt channel. That shit isn't airing back to back to back to back. You watch that shit on YouTube.
For real?
You know what I'm saying? That's where I saw that.
Okay.
So it's like, I'm not knocking him on that part. I understand why, on a bigger, grander scale, but that conversation isn't being had on that platform. So maybe certain people are past the point of that conversation and have that level of understanding already. But we just seen a chicken sandwich craze. Everybody don't understand the shit that was talking about on that panel.
Nah.
So some people need to see the shit.
Nah,
so
yeah,
it might not be for me, you, and AP.
I got you.
The people that is full, cool. You digest that while we continue to work where we working and doing what we doing.
Right.
But that conversation, you could tell just with the range of perspective on that joint. Like you have black people vouching for Trump. You have black people believing in the political process.
But let's keep it real though. See, I always like to try to speak as accurate as possible. On that panel, it was black women. It was 2 black women. Now, wasn't no black men or
the young and all the way to the left though. I can't think of her name. I gotta follow her.
She was cool.
She was sharp.
She was sharp. Yeah. I'm talking about the 2, Candace Owens and I don't know the other woman's name.
The red bone youngin.
She was so pro Trump. It was sick. They were trying to boo her ass off the stage. But the thing, but like
did you hear when she was like, what did he say? He brought ASAP Rocky home. He freed somebody else from jail. It's like, bitch, did you just give Trump credit for bringing ASAP?
Nigga, she was totally reckless.
So this is another part of where black people are that needs to be understood. Mm-hmm. In order for us to build, we got a clean house. There's a lot of niggas that's towing the line of the gray area where they're gonna hop on both sides of the fence whenever it's convenient. Mm-hmm. And you got some people that have Stockholm syndrome. They're really in love with,
and that's what I'm about to tell you.
The oppressor.
When niggas say clean house, bro, I think that's another farce.
I'm just using that term loosely.
Yeah, I feel you, but I feel like that's another farce that we believe that can happen. You cannot look at people.
In essence, right?
You cannot look at people and be able to sell. He's a snitch. You can't look at people and sell. He's a coon. Mm-hmm. He'll sell us out. Mm-hmm. You just don't know. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I feel like us as black people, like that whole we're gonna come together thing. It won't happen because we've been fragmented, and too many of us have already pledged our allegiance to things other than our skin, other than our heritage. You know what I'm saying? And that's not going to change with a pep rally.
Hold on. My man just said, so the justice reform is factual. He has done the things she mentioned, but not for the reasoning she preached. And see, that's why I think that scope is a little blurred, because the prison industrial complex is real. Until you destroy that, there is no prison reform.
Man, what?
You can't free some niggas. Like the same niggas you let out, it's niggas going in.
But prison itself ain't about reform.
That's what I'm saying. So in essence, it's an oxymoron. It's a misnomer.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as prison reform. You can't, and on top of that, you can't give niggas their time back.
Nah, fuck no. But see, but like you said, it's an oxymoron. Prison reform, and they only talk about sentencing. Nigga reform prisons, period.
Laws,
you know what I'm saying?
The laws, destroy the institution.
Rehabilitate these motherfuckers, man. Don't stop throwing niggas out there, leaving them out there.
Think about it, like even within prisons, you can look across the world. There is a variety of ways that prisons are operated. There are countries where you can go home on the weekend and still be a father, be a husband. You're a human being.
Yeah.
You can go get some ass.
Yeah.
You don't have to be forced to make a sexual decision because you got 20 years and you trying to get a nut off and you just tired of jerking off.
But that's the thing about us, man. In this America, we ain't human beings. Black people, they don't treat us as human beings. Right. Like there's once I wanted to throw this out. We running out of time a little bit, but I want to throw this out there about the contradictions because I never be the type of nigga to be like, oh, it's hard on black people, this and that. I don't like doing that because niggas, a lot of this shit is supposed to be hard because we like you said, we some of the strongest people out here. You know what I'm saying? So and I don't believe that diamonds are made through weak shit. You know what I'm saying? We got to go through the hard shit. But one thing that was just crazy, a couple things that was crazy. It was a white girl that was a young girl that was found but buried her baby in the backyard. She killed her baby, buried the baby in the backyard. She went to school, went to the prom, I think, right after she did the shit. And that's the only way she got really caught because they knew she was pregnant, then she had a baby, then she come back to school without no baby. They was like, what the fuck going on? Police came, got to the joint, found out she buried her baby in the backyard. This girl, I don't know, this white blonde haired girl, I don't know how much privilege she had, but evidently her privilege was very well because she beat the charges, and she gave the court. She said, "I'm sorry. I realize I can be selfish, and some things I've done. This thing that I've done has really hurt people, and I'm sorry." And they tell her, "Okay, that's good enough. Go home." Now I want to ask y'all something. What brother sold drugs? What brother hit his wife, hit his woman? What brother dog fought? What brother did anything and had to go to the court and say, I'm sorry, man. You know what I'm saying? I fucked up. And the court said, I understand. You know what I mean? When has that ever been a reality in the black man's world?
It's not going to be a reality. And that's what goes back to what y'all was saying, was until we burn this shit down and create our own shit, it's going to be the way it is. If you waiting for a motherfucker to let you say sorry and let you walk, you the dumbest nigga ever.
But see,
that's true.
That's
never
the
gonna
fucked
happen.
up part about, and I'm not disrespecting religions, but that's the fucked up part about how effective religion is in regards to controlling the mind. Because I think too many of our people have like a caveat in a sense. There's like a plan B where it's like, well, regardless of what we deal with on this planet, I'm going to heaven.
Right.
And it's like you have to endure hell to get to heaven, or the lure of heaven. Nobody knows what happens when you die.
I want to add on to this because you know I be saying that all the time. So, but I want to say this: Suntoya Brown killed her the dude, the guy who bought her for sex trafficking and was raping her. She killed him in self-defense and did time 10 years for that shit. This white chick kills her baby and gets an apology and get off. Felicity Huffman, college scam, get 14 days in jail. I got to pick her jail, matter of fact, right? Black woman, she was homeless, had a kid that was going to school. She lied on the
school district.
She lied about the school district. They found out she did 5 years. So there
is no justice. There is no prison reform.
No,
none of that.
None of that, bro. And that's what I be saying. We gotta realize the battle that we are. We up against a war. We up against a beast. And niggas want to be Democrat. Niggas want to be Republican. Niggas want to be Christian. Niggas want to be Muslim. Niggas want to be straight. Niggas want to be gay. Dog, niggas gotta be ready for this wreck. Because
regardless of all of that, like, hey, if you're a gay Christian dude, cool. That's why I say, who protects the black community? Come lock arms.
Come on.
If you want to wear a dress and keep your dick, bring your high heel dress wearing ass up here and get your mix.
It's a war going on, bro, and we to pray.
Fuck all that shit.
We to pray, bro.
You can't have single mothers out here and a couple strong niggas out here and everybody just sitting back watching.
Right.
Talking, cheering from the sidelines. Fuck all that shit.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, if that's the stance you're going to have, you're going to be left where you at when it's time to move forward. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. It's a lot of fence straddling out there. It's a lot of people playing both sides to the middle.
It says Mr. Subjective.
Oh, man. Yeah, none of this shit's subjective.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you on the one.
You got to pick a side.
So look, man, on that note, this show been bomb as fuck, though. These niggas spitting jewels out here, cuz. Yeah. So let's let people know what we about to do with this Friday, dog.
Friday. I'm excited, man.
Dog, let me tell you right now. I don't know about y'all, nigga, but I've been geeked up about this shit all for since we've been first talking about it. So I already know I'm gonna be on. If you see me that night and I just be on a milli, just know I've been excited, nigga. Like this like a birthday celebration. This is a life celebration. You know what I'm saying? This is a culture shock because we creating a new culture, nigga. We ain't doing, like I said, this not no open mic shit. This not no lightweight shit. This ain't no shit where niggas just picked up the mic yesterday. Ain't no Daniel Hernandez shit. You know what I'm saying? Niggas is out this joint and
you call him Danielle.
Right, no bullshit. No bullshit. Well, this ain't no hating shit. Everybody in that joint trying to have a great time. Ain't nobody in that joint standing on the wall. Ain't no rapping and rolling. Niggas in that joint showing love. We gonna show love, nigga. We gonna create the culture that niggas complain, that everybody complain about. DC don't show love. Ain't nothing for no artists to come in and build their fan base. Nigga, fuck that. We here. Krown360. Come to motherfucking Smith Public. What's it? Smith Public Trust. We got the fly. We gonna put the flyer at the end of the show so y'all niggas can see the shit. And come on out. If y'all niggas need to know about it, check out Instagram pages, individual, or the Krown360. We've been promoting it like shit. So come down from 10 to 2. We gonna do potting, showcasing, everything, nigga. It's gonna be a live one. You know what I mean?
It's definitely gonna be a unique experience. I'm glad that the opportunity that we've created for ourselves. So I just want to thank y'all in advance for like just grinding to get to this point.
Man, what?
We just gotta keep the energy going because this is just the beginning.
Shout out to us.
Shout out to us.
Shout out to us.
Give me something, man. Give me a clap. I want a bitch moaning, some claps and gunshots, all the things.
Shout out to the legend, the GOAT, and Mr. Subjective.
No, I was thinking about something. I don't like Mr. Subjective. That doesn't fit.
Bruh,
legend.
I told you didn't have it. I said, yo, you gotta get your name, dog. Like
I was thinking about the hippie. I'm thinking about an acronym for hippie.
All right, hey, listen. But you know what? It's gotta be natural though. See, that's the thing. You can't create it.
You can't make your own nickname.
That's what I'm saying. It's gotta come natural. We know why we call this nigga the legend, right? I told you that nigga got the email. Nigga called me the greatest rapper in Washington.
Right,
so I'm the GOAT. So nigga, we gotta figure out what. And listen. Everybody listen to the show.
Nickname?
What's the nickname we should give Hunter? AP the legend.
The legend.
Joe Moff is the GOAT. What is motherfucking Hunter? Give him his name.
Yeah. We got to create a contest or some of this shit.
That's gonna be the title. The title is the legend, the GOAT, and the question mark.
Yeah. Or it might just be that. It might just be that. But
the best name win, man.
The question, right? The best name win, dog. Hey. So look, on that note, hey, look, we holler at y'all next week, peoples. We love y'all. See y'all Friday night, and we easy.
Friday night, people.
Yeah.
Go.